Hello everyone, my name is Jim Rodgers. Today I'd like to talk to you about shields and the importance of shields. I was an English teacher for 33 years, and for 22 of those years I had a yearly ritual where I would read my favorite book to get myself in the right frame of mind to go into the school year. And that book was called Gates of Fire. It was written by Steven Pressfield, and it was about the Battle of Thermopylae. The things that I love the most about that book is that it's a book about nobility of spirit, it's a book about sacrifice, and it's a book about living to the highest version of yourself. And not long ago, I was reading a blog post that Mr. Pressfield put up. And he puts forth the idea, what would the Spartans have done with COVID-19? And to illustrate a point he was trying to make, he talked about shields. This is a Spartan shield, better known as a hoplon. And the thing about a shield, it was the most important thing that you took into battle. It was more important than your helmet. It was more important than your breastplate. It was even more important than the sword that you carried into battle. And the reason for that, he illustrates in his blog post. I'd like to read that to you. Why do the Spartans punish with a fine a warrior who loses his helmet or breastplate in combat, but punish with death the man who discards his shield? And the answer is, because helmet and breastplate are worn to protect the individual alone, but the shield is born to protect the whole line. If you fought in a phalanx, which is a battle line that the Spartans used, every shield was important because it protected the man on your left. And you didn't worry so much about yourself in battle, you worried about protecting the man next to you. And that's why the phalanx was so impenetrable and was so effective in battle, because the Spartans fought for each other. When the Spartans went to Thermopylae, they went there with one thing in mind. They were laying down their lives. They knew it was a suicide mission, a mission of sires, only men who had male children, because they knew they weren't coming back. They were fighting a delaying action so that the Persians wouldn't overrun all of Greece. And the reason they did that is because they thought their country and their families were more important than their own individual lives. And the point that Mr. Pressfield was trying to make is that anything you can do to sacrifice for others, you have an obligation to do that. I hear all this stuff these days about wearing masks. Wearing a mask is not to protect yourself, it's to protect others. It's to protect the people that you love. If you can do anything to stop or slow down the spread of COVID-19, you have an obligation to do that, to wear your shield, to put on your mask. If somebody came to me today and said, it's your life or the lives of your family, your children, your wife, I would not even think about that for a second. I'd lay down my life right away to save my family. And we're not asking people to lay down their lives. We're asking people to put a piece of cloth over their face to help stop the spread of this thing. What do you think the Spartans would have done if some guy in the battle line said, well, it's against my individual rights. I don't want to wear a shield. I don't want to protect the guy on my left. I'm out for myself. That guy would have been put to death. You know, America is not about a flag. America is about people and its citizens. And the way you preserve America is you take care of each other and you protect the citizens. And the best way you can do that right now is to put on a mask. So I'm begging you. You know, I have friends who are still teaching. I worry about their safety. I worry about the safety of former students that I have. I worry about my friends and my family. Please, put on a mask. It's the right thing to do. All right, we're in a war right now against COVID-19. So put on your shield. Be a warrior. Let's go to battle and let's beat this thing. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll talk to y'all again soon. Bye-bye.